Guys, a big news and a good one is here finally. The Canadian Experience class and the FSW class applications are finally seeing a reduction in the backlog with IRCC. Now, what are the details around this particular backlog and what is the present scenario is the main topic of the day. Please be tuned till the end. My name is Sahil. Guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the bell icon and the subscribe button because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of coming to Canada, then this is the channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So guys, what we are discussing today is the extremely important topic and the conversation of every person who is willing to come to Canada as an immigrant. What is happening to the FSW draws and what is happening to the CEC draws. Now guys, we all know that earlier there were about 1.8 million backlogs with the IRCC with regards to applications overall with immigration. Now out of these applications, the applications under the Canadian Experience class and FSW, which form a part of the economic class category, are also there as a part of this 1.8 million files. Now, the immigration department has been constantly put under pressure and stress that when are they going to resume the FSW draws and the CEC draws, right? Now, just to give you a brief background, FSW is the Federal Skilled Worker. This is a subcategory of the express entry class where people who have international work experience would normally be eligible under, right? And any person who has Canadian experience would be under the Canadian Experience class. Now, since the year 2021, there have been no FSW draws, and for the last quarter of 2021 and up until now, there have been no CEC draws as well. The main reason behind these no draws was the huge backlog that was there with the IRCC department, and they were not able to process the files in time. Hence, they've put an ongoing pause at this particular, on these particular two categories, and they were taking out ongoing PNP draws so as to meet the local provincial requirements of the economic permanent residents. But very recently, IRCC released this particular news where they have given the new figures around the people who are currently waiting in the backlog. Fortunately, the backlog has been reduced by 24,000 people approximately in these two categories, which is the Canadian Experience class and the FSW. This is a very good news because earlier we knew that the whole backlog had to be reduced to almost half of the original. Now today the backlog is sitting somewhere around 95,000, but still this is a very good news where people are seeing light at the end of the tunnel, where if this get reduced by even further, we shall see upcoming CEC draws and FSW draws. Guys, we still don't have a date as to when can you expect a CEC draw or the FSW draw. But somewhere towards the other half of this particular year, we should see that the backlog is coming down. And finally, if the backlog gets reduced, the draws would resume normally, right? The conversations have been going on. The immigration minister himself has been talking on a couple of forums, and he has constantly put pressure on the topic that says FSW, CEC continue to form the basis of Canadian immigration, and they are extremely important categories, and Canadian immigration, the IRCC is in no mind to ignore these particular categories. Therefore, it is only a matter of time that the backlog gets reduced and the IRCC resumes the draws for these particular two categories. Guys, I hope the information was helpful, gave you much respite, and definitely brings in a lot of hope for people who are sitting outside Canada, have been waiting for these draws. This news is extremely important for everybody who is thinking of applying to Express Entry. Guys, if you have any further questions, please feel free to schedule a session with me. My number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Once again, I wish you all the best and I really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.